Hello, my name is Sam Askew, and we're about a month and a half behind, but still, welcome to Big Blue News. We're going to kick right off with Bennett Johnson so he can give us the updates on the sports.
The spring sports season is coming to an end. We had some great team and individual achievement during the spring. The girls tennis team made it all the way to the GISA AA Final Four before finally being defeated in 3 different tiebreaks. The girls track team ended the GISA AA state meet in 5th place, and we also had some state champions for the girls and boys. Austin Pickle defended last year's high jump state title and won it again this year with a jump clearing 5 feet 11 inches. Tyler Marshall blew away the competition in the 400 meter and walked away with the AA state title. The girls 4x400 meter relay team consisting of Ada Dozier, Caroline Kirkland, Cameron Carville, and L.A. Wilkerson qualified 3rd going into the finals and ended up winning the state title by 6 seconds. The baseball team earned the first round in the GISA state tournament by finishing 2nd in the region. The boys finished the regular season with a 12-8 record.
Everyone knows SGA got hit by Hurricane Michael, but what some people might not know is that we've made a speedy recovery. Here are a few before and after pictures of various buildings around the campus. Incredible. Now recently the junior and sophomore classes took their annual trip. This year they went to Washington, D.C. We asked a few people who went on the trip to compare it with New York City where they went last year.
I like New York better because I just like seeing all the tall buildings, and I could go to Dothan and see, buildings that size in Washington, and we got rained on a lot in Washington, and I just don't like that.
I liked the New York trip better as opposed to the DC trip because I'm not very interested in history, and I really enjoyed being a part of city life in New York City.
I liked New York better because there was more things to do and more places to shop. It was fun.
Okay, go.
I like New York because it was not as much learning as Washington.
And now it's time for the current event. I'm going to pass the torch on down to Alexis Moore over here.
Recently in American news, astronomers have captured the first image of a black hole. The black hole itself is a cosmic trapdoor from which neither light nor matter can escape. The breakthrough image was captured by the Event Horizon Telescope, a network of 8 radio telescopes. Black holes are the most mysterious objects in our universe. Before this, we never thought we could have images of them, but apparently that is not true.
Now the moment we've all been waiting for, the BBN Alumni Spotlight. This episode, Miss Jennifer Hatcher. Here's the interview.
Okay, so what was your favorite lunch at SGA?
You mean now or when I was a student?
Whichever, or both.
Hamburger is definitely now. Probably was when I was in school too.
What's your favorite movie?
Still Magnolias.
Okay, what's your morning routine?
Usually try to say a prayer before I get up, and then just get dressed, cup of coffee, and out the door. pretty simple.
So what all do you do here at SGA?
I am the librarian, student council advisor, and as librarian, I probably one of the few people in the whole school that I actually have contact with every student in the school, because as librarian, pretty much everybody's going to use the library, and elementary kids are always in here checking out books, taking AR tests. They have classes weekly. With high school and middle school, it's a lot of printing papers out, looking things up. I help them out in the computer lab a lot, and then of course with my high school students with student council. So I pretty much have contact with every student in the whole school in some form or fashion.
What made you want to come back to SGA after you graduated?
Probably, I guess the biggest factor was when my children started school here, and I knew that I wanted my children to come to school here. So I've always said that almost better than being a stay-at-home mom is to be a teacher at school with your kids.
So how long have you worked here at SGA?
I'm completing my 20th year here working. If you figure up though my whole lifespan of the amount of time that I went to school here plus teaching here, I've spent over half my life at SGA.
Do you have a favorite memory at SGA? And that can be student or teacher.
I guess I don't have anything in particular, but I think one of the things probably that I treasure most about SGA is, as far as memories go, just working here as long as I have. We've lost some teachers, we've lost some parents of students, and we've lost some students. And when I think back on all of those people and the memories that I treasure, even my very last memory, my last conversation with those people, the last time I saw them, it was at SGA. And so that makes memories at SGA deep.
Do you consider SGA a second family?
Definitely for me, because because I've been here for 20 years. When I first started teaching down here, a lot of the kids that I taught were the children of people that I had gone to school with. Now I'm beginning to teach some of the children that I have taught, and also the children are beginning to be the grandchildren of people that I went to school down here. So it's generation after generation for me. It's just layered. So it's definitely like a family for me.
So do you have an embarrassing story at SGA?
I'm sure I could not even begin to pinpoint one. I probably blocked it. I mean, when you spend over half your life somewhere, especially when you grew up here, I'm sure there's some embarrassing stories. I probably blocked them. I can't think of a particular one.
Okay, so what, in your opinion, is the best thing about SGA?
I think the best thing about SGA is the interaction between elementary students to high school students to faculty and staff, and just the relationships that everybody has with each other. We're just all so connected throughout the whole school, and I think that's the best thing. Probably because one of my favorite things that sort of just defines SGA to me is when we do the 12 days of Christmas, when we get out for Christmas holidays, and that's probably one of my favorite traditions here, because to me that just sort of defines like that we're just one unit.
So how does it feel to be in the BBN Alumni Spotlight?
All right, I'm excited. I feel privileged.
Special thanks to Ms. Hatcher for the interview. And that looks like all the time we have for today. So in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.